Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be going over percentage change. So let's start by looking at percentage increase. So when you look at percentage increase or percentage change as a whole, there is a formula that you need to learn off by heart. And I will write this formula down here in the corner. So the formula is percentage change is equal to the final value minus the initial value over the initial value, and then the whole thing is multiplied by 100. So it's the change in the value that you're measuring divided by the initial value times by 100. So we can look at this through the examples that we have at the bottom here. So we've got the price of a shirt increases from £45 to £60. Calculate the percentage increase in the price of the shirt to one decimal place. So our final value here is 60 because it increases to 60. So we have 60, and then the initial value is 45. So 60 minus 45 over 45, and then we'll multiply the whole thing by 100. So that would give us 15 over 45 times 100, or 1/3 times 100, which would be 33.3% to one decimal place. Okay. The next question says, a man buys a car for £4,700 and then he sells the car for £7,000. Calculate his percentage profit on the car to one decimal place. Have a go at this question and pause the video now. Okay, so our final value in this case is 7,000, and then our initial value is 4,700. We'll then divide that by 4,700 again and multiply the whole thing by 100. We can then put that whole expression into our calculator. So if I just open my calculator here, got 7,000 minus 4,700 over 4,700 times by 100, and that gives us 48.9% to one decimal place, and that is our final answer. Alright, let's look at percentage decrease then. Percentage decrease uses the exact same formula, so I will just move this formula here so that we can have it in with us when we work with a percentage decrease. The only difference when we work with percentage decrease is that the initial value will be greater than the final value, which would give us a negative percentage change. So let's have a go at this question here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So it says a house cost £300,000 in 2015, and then in 2017 its price went down to 270,000, and then we're asked to calculate the percentage decrease in its price between 2015 and 2017. So the formula still stands. Our final value, which is 270,000, and then we'll take away 300,000, and we'll divide the whole thing by 300,000, and we'll multiply it all by 100, and that gives us minus 30,000 over 300,000 multiplied by 100, which is minus 0.1 times by 100, which gives us minus 10%. In the mark scheme for your exams, You can either write it out as minus 10% or just 10%. I usually go with writing it out as minus 10%, but that's just how I do it. You can do it either way. So have a question at this. So have a go at this final question at the bottom, and I'll be with you shortly. Okay, so in July, 400 people bought ice cream from an ice cream truck. In October, only 72 people bought ice cream. Calculate the percentage decrease. Okay, so our final value here is 72. And then our initial value is 400. So divide that by 400. And then multiply the whole thing by 100. So we'd get 72 minus 400 is, just put that down here, 72 minus 400 gives us minus 328. So we'd have minus 328 over 400 times by 100. So if we just write that out, our calculator, minus 328 divided by 400 times by 100 gives us an answer of minus 82%. That is our final answer. Alright, so that is the end of this video on percentage change. When you look at percentage change, you just have to think about whether the number is increasing or decreasing, and then you have to think about what the final value is and the initial value is. And then after that, it should come easy as long as you know what the formula is. Alright, that's the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one.